you also have to do extra homework. So it's not just about what we teach you here. You also have to put your own twist to it. You have to actually study more. Oh, I have to introduce myself again since we just started streaming. Hi, everyone. Good morning. So today we are doing content clarity part 1, but we're going to do it in a different way where we would do make it interactive, but we will also be looking at audience and content clarity at the same time. The reason is when you're creating content, you're not creating content for yourself. So as usual, I have goals I want to achieve. And my goal for you is to create content for 90 days, but you keep your content fresh. So it's not like people are already bored about what you're doing and you are tired of creating. But I want you to create content that is fresh, engaging, and entertaining, but also doing exactly what you want it to do. And I will explain why I want us to have content clarity, because clarity is important, and we'll get to that. But before we start these sessions, these are the few things I want us to understand. When we're working on content or any project or doing anything this week, I want you to know that, yes, it's about you. You are ready to start the new project. First of all, you should be ready to make 100% commitment. It's not about 10% commitment. It's about you understanding that, you know what, in order for me to learn this skill, to do X, Y, Z, I have to give myself 100%. I do not accept 10%. I accept 100% commitment. You are ready to put in the research and the work. So if we've given a task, or you're going to be given a task today, do 100% of the work. Why am I asking you to do 100% of the work? If you put 100% in, you will get better than you expect. Now, when you put in 100% in, I'm not expecting you to know everything as much as I know. But rather, I want you to keep in mind that if you give 100%, I know that you've given your best throughout the rest of the 4 weeks we have together. You will be able to say, I tried my best, I gave my best, and these are the results I achieved. I will take responsibility for my actions and inactions. And this is what it means. If I don't get something done, I'm not going to throw the responsibility to someone else. I know we started core clarity, and we said that core clarity is about understanding yourself. But now part of understanding yourself is simply this: take actions for what you did, the mistakes you made. It's not, we shouldn't only celebrate when we make or have wins. If we make mistakes and things don't go our way, we also have to take responsibility for that. So take responsibility for your actions and inactions, and have a goal and vision for your life. So now we are going to talk a little bit about goals for ourselves. What is your goal for the rest of these sessions that we are having this week? Let's even start for this week. What do you want to achieve this week? So by Friday, you will say, I achieved something specific. Mention one thing. I call it the power of one. And the power of one is simply this: focus on only one thing to be successful. So if your goal is between now and Thursday or Friday, when we meet for co-working, I will ensure that I have done X, Y, Z. I've done the assignments. I have watched the videos again. That's a specific goal, and it's something that you can achieve. Now, I want to see how expert you are. So we're going to take a little break. On the screen, there are a couple of things that I have shared, because most people, when they think of content, they're like, oh, I'm not good at content creation. Which of these following have you posted before, or do you know about? Can you see my screen?
No, Mom. I can see your screen. No.
All this time, I thought everybody was seeing my screen. I have started again. Please, anytime you guys are not seeing my screen and I'm listening, let me know. Okay. All right. Fantastic. So, my screen. Can you see my screen now?
I see it now.
All right. I'm going to see what we get the highest score for this, and there's a prize. I won't tell you what the price is, but of all these things here, which of them have you posted about? Can you see everything on the screen? The first one is inspirational quotes. Inspirational quote, you get, let's give inspirational quote 5 points. So everything on line 1 gets 5 points. Everything on line 2 gets 3 points. Everything on line 3 gets 10 points. Everything on line 4 gets 10 points. And everything on line 5 gets 2 points, because that's a little bit more brand oriented. So let's go.
So can you give the points again?
Line 1, 5, line 2, 10, line 3, 10. Or should we just make everything 10, 10, 10 to make it easy?
No, just continue. You're saying the
5, 10, 3. 5, 10, 3, 10, 3.
Okay.
So let's see. Most of the time, people say they don't know what to post. I just want to see if you've posted, and I'm going to include something here, even if you've posted it on your WhatsApp status. So let's see how many points you will get. If you've posted an inspirational quote before, you get a point. And if you've done it for someone else, that's also a point. Can you see line 2, the second image? I mean, the last image, the last one.
And OOTD picture, yes.
Fantastic. There's a widget there that I'm trying to close. That is this thing. All right, fantastic. So, all right, let's see. Inspirational quote, product pictures, customer testimonial, product materials, recommended a favorite product, a short clip of your ads, factory process. That's kind of, oh, these are the people I buy from. Sneak peek of next item, upload new pictures, outfit of the day. For those that don't know OOTD, outfit of the day, product for sale, behind the scenes, motivation post, explain about your brand. It could be a video, it could be a flyer, share an endorsed post. Somebody tells you to post about their brand, shout out, icon spotlight. You watched a movie, you liked the person, you posted about this person. Did you see Shola Shobowale, King of Boys? She was absolutely fantastic. Fun facts. You found out a fun fact, you decided to share it. It could be a meme, a joke, a customer story, industry article, product placement, highlight your sales, video branding, story behind, and seasonal sale. How many people have posted about any of these things?
I have.
All right, fantastic. Okay, so which one did you post about, and what did you score yourself if you're scoring yourself? Which one did you post?
I'm still trying to score myself because I can see other stuff.
Okay. Who wants to just talk and tell me just at least let's see what we get a few scores. Kiki, which one have you posted?
I had 106.
Mary, you're not supposed to take this game. 106. Okay, fantastic. Who else? Nobody's going to get 0 because somebody has posted something. Even if it's your WhatsApp status or something you sent a friend. Who else has posted something? So it's only Timei that's getting the prize.
Okay, so inspirational quotes, I've done that. Customer testimonial, product pictures. Recommend the favorite products. Yeah. Outfit of the day. Upload new pictures. Yeah. Explain about your brand. I've done that one. Okay. Products for sale. Yeah.
Yes.
Video brand. Seasonal sale. Yeah.
Fantastic. Anyone else? Gloria, which ones have you posted?
So I've posted product pictures.
Okay. On your WhatsApp status, your own Instagram page, anything. I included WhatsApp status because I know we all share things on our WhatsApp status. So yes, I have included WhatsApp status so some of you can get scores. Yes.
But honestly, I don't post stuff on my WhatsApp status. Everything I post on my WhatsApp status are just memes.
Exactly. That's still something funny. So
Yes.
yeah, fun fact. Okay. All right. No problem. What else?
Inspirational quotes.
Uh-huh.
That's just it.
All right. Awesome. Anyone else? Somebody wants to try? Hello.
That was my score.
Me, I did not score it though. Everybody got 100 over 100. If you're going to ask for anybody's score, because I wasn't.
The first line is 5, second line is 10, third line is 3, the fourth line is 10, then the last line is 3. So you can count your scores now.
5, 10, 3.
Please send the link to Emma. Please, someone should please send the link to Emma. All right. What I just wanted to use this to tell you people is this. Who wants to try again? Team Unlocking, none of you has posted anything. So Team Unlocking is out of the
Enaso is talking, but I don't think you can hear her.
All right. Enaso's interpreter.
I'm not seeing a mic moving, but I can't seem to hear anything.
All right.
Good morning.
Good morning. My people, how are they?
We're fine, ma. We're fine, ma. So you said you were talking about the posts. Which of the posts is that now?
Yeah, which of the type of posts have you posted?
Good. I'm forgot to. It's only over 100.
100 over 100. I trust Dr. Perez. I don't need to ask who is speaking. But I trust you. 100 over 100. Now, what I'm trying to make people realize is sometimes some people say, oh, I don't post because I don't know what to post. But at one point or the other, you have posted something like this. And
Yes.
at one point or the other, you indirectly, you don't know. And so people are scared of content. What I want to do is try and get that fear of posting away from people to make you realize that content is everywhere. We post content. There's sometimes that the content we're even posting, maybe a WhatsApp message we're sending to somebody or a meme that we've seen. Content should not be boring. Content should be something that when you post it, somebody wants to share it. So what I want you to do once you have content clarity is this: post content that is worth sharing. Post something worth sharing that everybody that sees it is like, save, share, or have you seen? Because there are sometimes that you see some things, you're like, okay, I don't know who it is. Me, I mean, I have certain people that I see some memes and I'm just like, over to you, because I know they will get it. We have the same type of sense of humor. And we need to understand that people are on social media to socialize. So they don't want to see boring content. They want to see content that is fun. So even if we are looking at specific things that we can do, we don't need to make it boring, because from this already you can see that you have over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 content ideas. So even if you're posting only one of these a day, every day you have something different to post. So when we are creating your editorial calendar by the end of Content Clarity Part 2, you will understand that you created a magazine, not a catalog. And I'm going to explain the difference. When we create content for people's online presence, your online presence includes your blog, YouTube, podcast, emails, Instagram posts, any platform at all. So our content is your online presence content. Everywhere you show up online. While what we are doing is we are creating a digital footprint for you. So when you hear content, don't just think Instagram. Think blog posts. Think content on your website. Think about every single thing that somebody will use. That is content. Content is not limited to one platform. Content is about all platforms. So today we're going to understand what clarity is. Look at a summary of ABC, which is audience brand clarity. Look at the purpose of content, your target audience, and if we are able to, we will get into content. Now, my signature idea generator for creating content is simply this. content is about understanding ABC, your audience and your brand, and then content is in the middle because your content is doing something for them. So who you are, that is who you serve is your audience, and what you do for these people, that is content. So who do you serve? So if it's a teacher, a primary school teacher serves primary school students, our content is going to be different from a secondary school teacher. So a primary school teacher's content can be something specific on YouTube, could be fun videos. So you have Grandma Goody that does Bible study for kids. She has toys, she has lots of props because she understands who she's speaking to. So the way I will speak to a 7-year-old is different from the way I will speak to a 17-year-old. But one thing I will mention is always write like you're speaking to, even if you're speaking to the CEOs, make your language simple, not difficult. You don't need to add big words. You don't need to try and start giving definitions and all these things. Keep it simple and explain it so someone to understand. Explain it like you're writing to a 7-year-old person that had a third class that got 1.0 in 100 level. The person doesn't understand what you're saying. Write to that person. But you need to understand that person's preferences, which is what the audience clarity aspect will have done for you. So we're going to do the audience dream clients now. So I'm going to make this bigger so that you people can see every line, and we will now take it from there. When you are creating content, so I'm going to do content clarity and I'll be moving back and forth. You need to understand who the person is, their age, their gender. So we're going to do 2 different content personas so you will understand what I'm saying. And so example, so Kiki, let's have a conversation and talk about your clients. And then we will take it from there to see what audience persona is. So Kiki, just give your ideal person that you want to sell to a name.
Linda.
Linda, fantastic. So how old is Linda?
Let's say 38.
38. Fantastic. She has money, 38. Okay, not collecting pocket money, because if Linda was 18 and she's collecting pocket money and you want to sell something that is worth 10,000 or 50 or 100,000 naira, pocket money can buy it. But if you're selling something worth 100,000 naira to Linda, she can buy it because she has the money. That's just what I mean. So we know she is a female.
Yes.
So this is just a summary of the audience clarity. It's actually longer, but these are the main things you need to know. Now, let's talk about Linda. What does she do?
She's a makeup artist.
Makeup artist. Okay. And is she married or single?
Married.
Does she have kids?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we understand Linda a little bit more. So we said, oh, Kiki is selling to a makeup artist. She's married. She's with kids. She has her husband, so she has extra money to collect, so she can spend all her money and leave him with his own money to do the household things. I'm just joking about that. But she's also responsible for other people. All right. Simple. Next thing we have to now think about is, where can you reach Linda? Is Linda the Owambe person that is going for parties all the time? Is Linda on Instagram, Facebook, or on LinkedIn? Is Linda somebody that she trusts influencers, and if someone like Toke Makinwa puts a post up, she will want to buy? Or is she someone that will be more of a Genevieve person? Who appeals to Linda? When you are able to answer these questions, you will know how to create what will help Linda. So let's talk about where we can meet Linda. Where will she be, online or offline? Where do you think Linda will be?
Instagram, WhatsApp.
Instagram, WhatsApp. So we already understand that Instagram and WhatsApp are major places that we can communicate with her. All right, fantastic. How do you spell WhatsApp again? Fantastic. So we know where we can reach her. We understand that. Her name is Linda. She's a makeup artist. She's 38. She is married with kids. She's on Instagram and WhatsApp. Now, most of these things we guess because we are painting the ideal person that will be able to pay us. Because you're not going to ask Linda her goals and aspirations, but you can assume a 38-year-old single mother with kids has goals and aspirations for herself. So what are Linda's goals and aspirations? You can make it up.
Okay. Do I have to give you something?
Yeah. Just think about, when you say she wants to own a Fortune 500 company, she wants to be featured in Vogue. Does she want to create her own makeup line? Does she want to this? Does she want to open a store? So things like that are goals and aspirations. So paint a picture of Linda in your head. And I'll explain why. When you have your audience persona stated, when you're even choosing the code. So for example, my audience persona, I have 3 audience personas. One of my audience persona is somebody that is out of uni or still in uni that wants to learn how to earn an income for themselves. So they see themselves as people that by the time they are in their 25, they are financially independent. They're not dependent on anybody. They are able to work anywhere from anywhere in the world. They are virtual assistants that understand their brand. So those are their goals and aspirations. So I'm teaching those ones what to post. However, I also have people that are entrepreneurs that understand their business, but they want to go to the next level. They want to be featured in Forbes. They want to be featured in all these companies. They want to go to CNN. I understand those people. So when I'm creating content, I will pick, I'm creating for the CEO. I will know how I will write it. I'm creating for this 20-something-year-old lady. I know how I will write it. So now it doesn't have to be perfect. If you speak with Linda, what is that thing? What are the goals and aspirations she has for herself?
Okay. To own a makeup school. To be featured on major blogs, fashion and makeup blogs and magazines.
Vogue.
Okay, let's say Vogue, yeah.
Yes. So I'll Beyonce wear her makeup in a video. Exactly. So dream big for your person. Dream big. I love to dream big. Don't worry.
Okay. Create her own makeup brand.
Okay, fantastic. So she wants to create her own makeup brand. She wants to be featured in the best magazines. So Vogue. So when they're thinking of, our Nigerian brands that you need to pay attention to, her name is number 1. Nobody, we can only feature one Nigerian brand in New York Fashion Week. She wants to be that brand. That Naomi Campbell will say, if you don't give me this, I'm not wearing. Does that sound like Linda?
Yes.
Now that you know who Linda is, and what do you do for Linda? What do you
create content?
Okay, now what I mean by this, looking at your brand, like I said, we're going to move back and forth today. So let's just move back a bit. Who are you creating for? Is your target audience? What is the product and service you offer for Linda? So it's not at this point in time, we are not talking about your content first. Why does your brand exist? What are you creating for Linda? What are you offering Linda as a good and services? Don't worry, we will get to your content. That's fine. But first of all, we just want to know what you offer Linda. Are you a personal stylist? What do you offer Linda?
Okay. So I'm her personal shopper because she doesn't have the time to go about.
She doesn't have time. No time to go shopping. apart from time, what else does Linda struggle with? So there's no time to go shopping. She wants to maintain a certain status quo, but she does not know how to dress herself. Or does she understand her body? So you are a personal shopper. A personal shopper is more than I just buy clothes for you. You style Linda.
Yes.
So she does not know how to style herself. So you're like, Linda, why did you wear that dress together? It was not supposed to go. And say, you need a stylist. So Linda needs a stylist. So you're saying, okay, I am styling Linda so that she can get into rooms. So what is her struggle at this point in time? What does she struggle with? Because when you know what she struggles with, you can give the transformation through your product. So she has no time to go shopping. She can do online shopping. So why does she need you?
Because she's sure that I'll give her quality service delivery.
Yes, so you need someone, she needs someone that will give her quality, that understands her style and would not sell fake items. Will you say that because something is trending, you make Linda wear it? So, or you are going to give her what she needs for her body?
What she needs for her body.
So our pain points. So we're writing our pain points, not your solution yet. Will you say Linda was someone that was overweight and has lost weight? Or she has always been slim?
She was not really slim, let me put it that way. And let's put it into consideration that she has kids, so she has gained some weight.
Exactly. She has always struggled with her weight. And so we understand our pain points. Why are we picturing someone? So now that she has told us who Linda is and how old Linda is, we're now thinking someone that is in her 30s and is like, you know what, I need to get my groove back. I've been living for my children all this time. I need to live for myself. Or I need to get, I'm not, because there's some people, when you see them, you're like, when you were in uni, you were very, very distant, but now you just don't care anymore. You've kind of lost yourself. So she's dealing with that. She has lost herself and you're trying. So those are our pain points. Okay. Then we now talk about how your products help her. So it's gradual. First of all, name, age, gender, where we can reach her, our goals, our pain points. Now, what are the products and services that we offer? Your products and services are personal styling. We don't just say you own a boutique, you're a personal stylist. You are a personal stylist and a personal shopper. You help people organize their wardrobes. Am I correct by assuming you do these three things?
Yes.
So now we're like, you help her organize, because sometimes some people have a full wardrobe, but they don't know what to do with the wardrobe. Mm-hmm. So another problem she has is a full wardrobe but nothing to wear. Will you say that is it?
Yes.
You met customers that are like that. They
yes.
buy everything you sell. Keep for me. They will buy, pay.
Yes.
But I don't have anything to wear. And you're like, auntie, your wardrobe is full. Well, why don't you have anything to wear? So we're now going to see how you can help her and how your content will help her. A full wardrobe, but never has anything to wear. Fantastic. See, very good spot all the time. All right. Why are we going through the pain of answering this question that somebody may say, why do I need to answer these? Answering these questions helps you create what we call your educational post and your value-added post. Now, there's a way you create on social media where you are just selling and selling and selling. We call that a catalog. We don't want you to create a catalog because I can pick a catalog from anywhere and just flip through and buy any outfit I want. You can also just have an album that just has pictures and I'll be like calling you and say, what's the price? But the best of both worlds is having what we call a magazine. Your online presence should be a magazine. So it's not limited to your Instagram, where you don't just sell to people, but you have conversations with them. You teach them. So I'm going into content. So you add value to them. You create what we as a team call it value added posts. On other platforms, you will see it as educational posts. Fortunately for me, I got the idea of value added post from Rosemary Carr, and she talks about creating content that adds value to the person that you are talking to. So you leave the person in a better position than you found them, even if they don't buy from you. The aim is not to force the person to buy. It's to sometimes treat the person as a human being. Think about it. Let me tell you how most of us do our Instagram pages. How many of us have gone to the markets like Iyaba, Balogun, and all these markets, and all those market people just start to say, auntie, come and buy from me, fine girl, and they start pulling you. Has that happened to anybody?
Yes, so.
Do you like it?
No.
So why are we doing that on social media with our content? Because when we say £5, £5, 10 naira, buy this top. Oh, this top is good. Oh, everybody, if we say only those things, we are the same thing like those people that argue prices, that just shout this thing. So what we are creating is a transformational online presence for you that goes beyond come and buy, but serves this person understanding their pain points. So if I understand the pain points of a virtual assistant being, I don't know what to post, I don't know the tools to use, I don't understand branding, I now created do it yourself branding. For the entrepreneur that does not have the money to employ a brand strategist and needs to learn how to do it themselves. So that is how DIY branding came. DIY branding came as a result of me looking at pain points and providing a solution. I said, okay, how can I provide a solution that is not just telling people, come and buy my course, employ me to do this, but makes them see content as something that is simple that they can actually work with. For this person, not your audience. This says brand persona, but we change it to audience persona because we are working on audience clarity. So I'm just going to change this to audience persona because we've done brand persona and we're moving things around a bit for today because we don't have the time to do audience clarity, and most people did not get the memo that they were supposed to watch audience clarity before today. But basically, you want to think about this person that you are creating for. How can I help this person be a better person when they leave me, even if they don't buy from me? So when you create your value added post, which is your educational post, your educational post includes how to, so tell the person, oh, how to wear this, how to conceal big tummy, for how to style a print shirt. You don't come and say, oh, sometimes when you create a value added post, you don't actually say, I sell it, buy it from me. If you do that, that is a combination of a value added post and a promotional post. A value added post can be me just telling you what to post. Sometimes when I do my what to post, I don't say DM me for me to teach you how to post it. My call to action is not that. My call to action is to ask you to do it so that you are learning. Because I want many people to do it themselves. So DIY branding is about doing it to yourself and not outsourcing it to someone else. If you choose that, all these things that Kiki is telling me, I should wear this with this. Well, Kiki, I cannot remove the wardrobe myself, especially if you do a situation where you declutter wardrobes for people. You tell them, if you've not worn something in 6 years, you're not going to wear it, bin it. If you've not done this for a while, all those ashwebis that you've worn them once and you've not worn them again, put them aside and you do something like a declutter challenge. Some people will say, Kiki, I can't do it myself. Oh, I offer that service, I can do it for you. Maybe the next post, you can now put your declutter posts as we help people declutter. The person now comes to you, but putting it at that point in time may seem ingenuine, and we will get into those details. So what does Kiki do to help our clients find something to wear every day from our own wardrobe? And Kiki also gets paid. She offers a service that we'll call maybe wardrobe management service. Kiki, how does that sound?
Fantastic.
So wardrobe management, how does wardrobe management as a specific product help somebody? What she does is she helps you organize your outfits to ensure that you see what you have. First, before you start shopping with me, I style you, I understand your body, then I help you manage your wardrobe. So wardrobe management could be, first of all, let's go into your wardrobe and see what you've done. Okay, you bought this thing 10 years ago saying that you'll be a size 6 by them. Let's face it, you are a 36 DDD. It's not going to happen. Put that cloth aside. So you can now tell them to give away some, to sell some, or to, you can put 3. If you look on decluttering wardrobe, you will see different ideas on Pinterest on how to declutter wardrobes and things like that. So when they've decluttered the wardrobe, before you now start saying, okay, for your body type, your tummy is this thing protruding and you want to hide it, but you have an hourglass shape. Why are you hiding it? You now give them style management tips. So what you're doing for them is you've told them you style them. What you're doing for them at that point in time is you're helping women gain their confidence back and love the bodies that they have. Now, we won't go into details about whether we are in favor of plastic surgery or not. That's a conversation that I know is debatable, but we all know that there's an increase in people not loving the body they have and wanting to go under the knife. And you're like, if you want to go under the knife and you're just 18, why don't you style the body you have first? So you are also advising that person before they take some drastic actions that could give them lifetime consequences that they cannot deal with. So your own product is, number one, building their confidence. Will you agree that when you style people, does it build their confidence?
Yes.
It builds their confidence. They stand out. They make an image, have an image people like, because they're able to go into, what I mean by that is when they go to places, people are like, oh, fantastic. I like the way you dress. People give them compliments. So they're getting compliments. Will you say that? It's not that, because there are sometimes people buy something and the first thing you are saying is, wow, where did you buy it from? That is giving you more sales. But sometimes you see some people wearing something, you'll be like, your tailor did not like you. You don't want people to buy your outfits and someone says that, but rather they're getting compliments, which is getting you referrals. So your products help them love their body. Your content will now be talking about, your captions and your inspirational quotes can now be in line with what you want to do for them. I want them to change their mindset about how they see themselves. So women, the digital age is crazy. Everybody is comparing themselves with every other person and not seeing themselves for the way they already are. So what you're doing for them is simply boosting their self-image, boosting their confidence, making them love their body, and making them wear their clothes than in their wardrobe and not just shopping all the time. Kiki, will you agree that these are the things that if you tell somebody what I do for somebody, okay, let's not talk about Kiki, for everybody in the room. What I just said about Kiki's brand, will you want her to help you out? Or you'll be like, I just want to buy jeans, but you already have 20 jeans that you've never worn. So the simple thing sorry?
For me, yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think I would like to hear their view, though I might have what I want already, but sometimes it's good to hear other people's opinion, and you could try other things and see how it looks good on you.
Exactly. And for me, if I want to dress, I want to be comfortable. So you would tell her what you want. So she's not going to just tell you this is what you need. She's going to listen to you. Based on conversations you have, she will now tell you this is the wardrobe you should get. So a stylist does not impose her own things on people. She is there to serve you and you at that point in time. So if she does not understand that, oh, Itzy wants to be in trousers, Itzy is not going to wear a mini skirt. Itzy will not wear a anklet skirt that she has to be pulling up and running to run down the stairs because she has kids that she's running after. So when you understand, so the way you will do a mom that just had children, you're not going to be giving her high heels all the time and some things. You know that when she's going to drop the kids in school and she's going somewhere, you know, children, they would sprint. They're not going to be using your coin shoe at that point in time to sprint. So she will style you for you, not for who she thinks, oh, this is what everybody is wearing now. Bye. That's the difference between a stylist and somebody that is just selling clothes. So now when you define who you are selling to, you can now create content for that person. Does everybody understand content persona, at least for now? All right, so we're going to do a little bit more about the dream client. So we said to narrow this down, I want you to answer these questions about your dream client. Name of the client, where does he or she live? What website does he or she visit? What does he or she talk about? Describe his personality. Where does he get our information from? What does he want to achieve? What problems can you help him or us solve? So we've done a little bit part. Let's do this dream client now. So we've already know that our person is Linda. But where does Linda live?
Let's say Surulere.
The Surulere girl. Okay. She lives in Surulere. What websites or Instagram pages does she? Is she a Gist Lover fan? She's more Pastor Jerry and the rest of them. So where do you find her?
Well, you'll find her on Gist Lover, Instablog, and yes, NSPPD.
NSPPD. She's Spiro and like gist. That's how we'll call her. So if I'm describing her, because I'm going to describe Linda at the end of this. So she likes Gist Lover, but she's spiritual.
Yes.
NSPPD. So someone like her will like inspirational quote. What does she talk about? If she's gisting, what does she talk about?
Let's say.
Can everybody see the screen well, or do you want me to increase it?
If fonts are small, Shaba. You can see.
Okay. All right. Sorry, because if you're not seeing anything, just speak. Yes. What does he or she talk about?
Making money, more money.
All right. Okay, making money. Money moves. Did she watch Big Brother Nigeria?
Yes.
So she is Big Brother. What else does she talk about?
How to reduce her stomach. Weight loss.
Weight loss. Okay. All right. So we understand that. All right. Try your best. I'm not going to give you any tips. Describe her personality. Introvert, extrovert, Owambe. Describe her personality.
Let's say ambivert. She's intro and
extrovert.
Yes, she's in the middle. Then yes, you can. Owambe sometimes. Let's say sometimes.
Is she in redemption camp or club every weekend?
None of them.
Owambe. All right. So is she a bubbling personality? Or what will her friends call her? What's her friend's perception? Is she a focused person that is all about her coins, but still knows how to have fun?
Yes, you can describe her like that.
All right. So she is lady that is all about making money, but knows how to have fun the few times she goes out. She goes out. So the day she goes out, she will take every single thing and do it. Okay. Where does he or she get our information from? Is she the WhatsApp auntie, or she is the one that we go to CNN to verify and send all the WhatsApp auntie cease and desist? How will you describe her?
Yeah, WhatsApp and Instagram.
WhatsApp. Does she listen to NTA News?
No, she doesn't have the time. For the patient.
Okay. And we've already looked at what she wants to achieve. So when we combine these two things, we don't need to talk about this part again. We now understand Linda. So Kiki, your client is Linda. She is a 38-year lady that is an entrepreneur. She's a serial entrepreneur that is all about our money. But she spends her time on Instagram, on Gislover. That's her way of having fun. But that spiritual part, she knows how to get into it. So she will be on NSPPD and other platforms trying to this thing. If Hallelujah Challenge is there, she's there. If NSPPD is there, she's shuffling between NSPPD and Pastor Bolaji. But she will go to Pastor Jerry if she has to choose. So she kind of is drawn towards the extroverts, but is sometimes drawn towards the introverts. She wants to be successful, have a makeup line featured in places. She wants to be able to pay certain influencers, and she is all about improving herself. So she has so many clothes in her wardrobe, she never knows what to wear. So what she needs now is somebody to help her organize her wardrobe so she does not have to do it herself. She has been saying for the past 10 years, I will organize it, but rather than organizing it, she's buying more. So you want her to be able to manage what she has and dress for her own body. Although she has money, sometimes the way she dresses, you'll be wondering what she's combining, but she is stylish and she gets away with it just because she's a fine girl. But what you want to do is not just make her get away with the fashion mistakes she has before fashion police arrest her, but dress for her body, not just dress for trend. Not that everybody is wearing certain palazzo, she goes for it. The next thing it is pencil jeans, she now buys it. So she buys fashion trends, but never dresses for her body. And her husband is tired of her wardrobe. Does that describe the person that you want to create for?
Yes.
Fantastic. Now, let's what I talked about was having clarity. When you have clarity about who you serve, it enables you create for that person. Most of the time when we create, we are just creating, oh, I need to put a quote, you now put a quote. But it's about understanding that it's not about you, it's about that person and what your brand can do to make that person happy. Oh, me, I don't like pink. I can never use pink. But what if the person you're trying to use, the color psychology is saying that person will be drawn towards that. We did color psychology the other day. Then you have to use the color that will appeal to that person, not to you. Creating content is not about you. It's about creating your signature content that takes into consideration who you serve. So we're going back to this place. We said Linda is our client. She's 38. She is a makeup artist that aspires to have her own fashion line featured in Vogue and other international magazines. So she's not just thinking Genevieve, she's thinking Vogue. What do you do for her? We style her to do in a way that when she does her makeup is on point, but her styling has never been on point. But when she does her makeup, our dresses complement her body. So the advice given from people to go under the knife to reduce the tummy, we want to show her the natural way to dress for our body while she has the body she has. So she's dressing for the body she has, not the body she wishes she has. Because for a while, she has been dressing for the body she wishes she had. So what will we create? We will create content that will make her fall in love with herself. Understand it's not by following trends, but dressing for your body. Understand her body type and ensure that she is still inspired to chase the money move to money. And that's what clarity does. So what we do is create the right content that reaches the right people at the right time. What this does is that it sends the message of what Kiki does to that person clearly and confidently so that they can do something about it. And something about it is that we want them to take an action. All right. I'm going to pause for a few seconds to see if anybody has any questions. Does anybody have any questions? All right, if there are no questions, I can ask questions. So who wants to tell me who they are creating for? Specifically, who are you creating for? Who wants to try? Unlocking. All right, go. Everybody was assigned a brand at the beginning of this thing. So let's hear from Team Unlocking. Who are you creating for? Because what everybody is quiet today. Team Unlocking, are you people not there? Silence today is really deafening. Blessing, do you want to try? Because if you know this aspect and you have audience clarity, you will understand the content part a lot easier. If you don't have questions, I'm assuming that you all understand it clearly and we will not come back to this again. So please, do you have questions? All right, let's move on. Gloria, so you've been assigned a brand. Just describe the person that will be using that brand. I want you to describe the brand. You can describe the brand that just describe the person.
But because I want to clarify something, is audience clarification also your dream client?
Yes, it's your client. Yes, it's your dream client. I'm just saying, get clear on who that person is. That's your dream client. Yes.
So her name is Benedita.
Benedita.
Yeah. She's a 39-year-old banker. Yeah, who barely has time for herself. Of course, a weekend as a bank manager, she's always busy.
Good.
So she used to have issues with her hair. She has issues with her hair, like stunt growth.
Okay.
Yeah. So she keeps her hair short and that's stunt growth. So this is where I come in. Okay. It's to help her grow her hair because she has having lack of self-esteem because her hair she don't open her hair. Because most people start asking her, oh, what's wrong with your hair? Why is your hair like this? So she's ashamed of that and she needs help for her hair. Okay. So this is where I come in.
Okay.
But she's not married, so she's very, very busy. So she doesn't have time to go to the salon, and of course she can't go to the salon. Her hair, she has bad hair. So she needs products. Help her grow her hair back.
Fantastic. So let's just look at the solution you're providing for her. Thank you for sharing. She is with a lady that because of braids and everything, her front hair has gone. She now went to wigs and started using glue. The front hair disappeared again. So anytime she goes or does her hair, people just laugh at her and they're like, so because of Brazilian hair, your hair has cut. So she has lost her self-esteem and she never wants to show her hair because she's really embarrassed. So rather than going to people, to do it by herself. So how can our page, a natural hair page, make her understand that, okay, accept the fact that your hair is in this condition, but it does not have to be like that all the time. you can work on it and improve it. So what she is now doing will be creating content that would help this woman, first of all, love her natural hair, understand that this problem she's going through, she's not the only one going through it, and then know how to take care of it. So many people don't know how to take care of their hair. All they go is go and sit down in the salon. So you're like, okay, you've quit the salon, but you don't have to quit your hair. So our quotes, our captions, every single thing you are creating is making this banker that everybody sees looking amazing, love the hair, so that she'll be able to take off our wig in front of people. Does that sound like something you can do with your page?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, awesome.
Her role model is Trauma. Yes.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So she has a muse. Fantastic. 1 second. Comfort, please check your phone. Well, I just sent you something. Okay, all right, awesome. Who else wants to try? So everybody understands what it is. I want you to have audience clarity. Understand this person very well. And when you do, we're able to now understand what we're going to do next, which is what I call my own content creation blueprint. So when it comes to creating content, we don't create content in a vacuum. So this is like the content creation plan for a podcast. So depending on what you're doing, what we do is we create a timeline of what we are going to do for you. And I call it clarify, simplify, amplify. First of all, we help you to gain clarity about who you are, who you serve, and then we generate your content. So we've done who you are. Today we are, and you're supposed to do who you serve. Today we did a little bit about who you serve. Who you are is your brand. What does your brand do? Who is your brand? All those things answer the question, who am I as a brand? Your brand color, all those things about the brand. So we clarify your message. So the two brands we've used, I'm going to talk about their messages so we understand that we've clarified their message. When we clarify your message, we then simplify it. After simplifying means, okay, when we want to release a podcast, what do we do? When we want to create content, what do we do? We simplify the message in a way that it is not complex for others, but they are able to receive it. When we simplify it, then we amplify. So we are on the clarify line. We'll go to the simplify line in 2.0 or 3.0 when we are doing that next year. Well, let's talk about, we've done brand clarity and we've done audience clarity. We'll do competition later, but what I do with content clarity is we come together and we brainstorm content ideas so that the content you are creating goes back to this ABC, audience, brand, and then what you create is the content. So you understand who you are as a company, you understand what your brand does, and what is the purpose of content. Why do we create content? Why don't we post pictures and go away? Why do we expect people to respond to what we are doing? What is actually the purpose of anything we do online? And like I said, content is not just social media. Think about it. Content is your social media, your what they call it, your website, the flyers that you create for your brand. Every single thing should be the same thing. It should be attracting people. It should show that you are an authority in what you do. It should make them have affinity with you, and it should make them take an action. So those are the 4 A's of content. What our content should do, the purpose of content, which is kind of the same thing with this. Well, use either of these two to explain it. Now, when you're creating content, let's focus on this. You want to put people, content is to draw people towards you. You want to drag them, you want to attract them. So it's like everybody is scrolling. People know Gist Lover because Gist Lover does things in a certain way. People know certain brands. People know Pastor Jerry because he has attracted people. People know Linda Ikeji's blog because she has done something to attract people. What are you doing that will attract people? What is attractive about what they have posted? How are you going to stop somebody from scrolling to pay attention to what you are saying? And that's what the content is doing. You want them to pay attention to you. So now you distracted them and attracted them to your page. What do you want to do after attracting them? You want to retain their attention, but you want to see them, you want them to see you as somebody they should listen to. So you want to be seen as somebody that understands what you're talking about. Okay, now you did a viral code. You know, some people you say, I don't know if you've heard of this, but they say some artists, singers are creating content, which is music. We call them one-hit wonders. That means they released only one song and then nobody heard from them again. You have some people that went viral and they will try and squeeze everything out of that virality, but it will not work. But you have some people that go viral once, like Rashadi, and have been growing. You have Yawa Gag that went viral once and they've been growing. You have certain people that are still that you've not heard of again. You heard of them once. They were always seeing their videos. You don't even see their videos in your For You page anymore because they have not established themselves as an authority. So first of all, they attracted people. Everybody went to their page. They had 1 million views. All of a sudden, nobody goes to their page again because they just did that thing once. It steered people towards them, and after that, nothing. What you want to do is attract the right people, make them trust you. We talk about people knowing you. Attraction is about knowing you. Then they like you enough to say, let me pay attention to you. So between attraction and authority, we can get the no-like factor. They get to the good and they now start liking you and pay attention. How do you get them to trust you enough? Which is step 4. So make it your own by customizing it with text and photos. You are making it your own. You are creating things, videos and things that will make them trust you enough to stay with you and take an action. So it's the authority, action, authority, affinity, attraction, authority, affinity, action. Your content is supposed to attract people and retain their attention enough for them to see you as an authority and like what you do, take an action. You have to think about it. We need compel, we need convert, we need close. And I will explain what that is. Your content is either going to compel somebody to take an action or convert them to be your loyal followers. Or if you were thinking about taking an action, close the deal for you. So I've been looking at Kiki's post. She's always posting things. I see something she posted. I think she does wardrobe reading. Okay, I'm compelled to think about it, but I have not taken an action, but I am thinking about it. I now hit the follow button. I've been compelled. I am now here. I have taken a specific action because Kiki said, follow me and to get more fashion tips. Okay, I have not bought natural products before, but I've been thinking about it. And okay, I followed them. I'm listening to our page. I'm sharing our videos with people. Then you know what? Let me just close the deal and buy from them. I have taken an action. So your content is supposed to, at the end of the day, all your posts are like a piece of the puzzle that are making people take specific actions. All right, we're going to stay on this a bit more. Any questions? Any questions, anybody on this page?
I have a question.
Yes, Kiki.
If the person doesn't end up buying, does it mean that you've failed?
No. The person must not buy. Is it if all, and this is it, you're not forcing somebody to buy from you. They're paying you with something. People pay you with 2 things. They pay you with their money or they pay you with their attention. Has the person paid attention to what you said? Yes, you've won. And the thing is, you can win the battle and lose the war. We want to win the war. We don't want to just win only one battle. This person has bought from me once. I have won, and the person goes away. We want a situation where, even if you don't buy, there's some people I have never bought from, but I send people to them. I'm like, oh, if you want to do PR in the UK, go and meet Ronke. I have never met Ronke, but I have referred people to Ronke. I have never personally bought from her, but I follow her, I engage with her, I pay attention to what she says, but I have never personally bought anything from her. But what I've been able to do is I've been able to close deals for her. So compel me. The thing is, what was your call to action? Did the person make a comment? Did the person share? Did the person just scroll, look at it and move on? It's about making the person take an action. The action is not always closing the sale.
Can I quickly say something too?
Sure.
Okay. Like I've had that kind of situation before, that someone messaged me out of the blue and said her sister is when I gave her my number. Now the sister has not bought from me, but the sister's colleague have bought from me.
Exactly.
So because she thought that what the colleague bought was of great quality, so she said, "Oh, let me have a number." So she, as soon as I came to her, and she's like, "Oh, our colleague bought this item and it's very nice, and she can trust this person," and gave her my contacts. That's one. Then I've had situations whereby somebody did not like my post, somebody did not comment on my post on Instagram, but she saved it. A month later, she came back and just said, "Please, is this dress still available?" And I'm like, I don't understand. Why didn't you just say something on the post? There are some people like that.
They don't. And that's it. We want it to be, I sold immediately. Don't go for the quick sale. Because do you know the truth? I would rather, if I'm unsure of something, but I trust this person enough to know that they're not just selling for me to make a sale and say I sold 20 million copies of my book. I would rather that they trust me enough to know that I will not sell them something that is not good for them. I will not make them rob a bank to go and sell something to them. We gave the example of the Yaba guy. Some of us will end up buying from them because we are tired. Please don't just, okay, let me go to your shop so that you will not disturb me. Everything is my color. You know that they don't even know you. If you fall down on the floor, they're the ones that will laugh at you. But you want a situation where you are building that trust that when they take an action, the action is not only buying. Like Kiki said, they saved it. Some people share. The reason I started buying things from Sammy's online, which is a store, is because somebody shared Agbalumo with me. And everybody here can testify that me and Agbalumo are best friends. And I went there and I saw other things. But because of that picture that they put, I started buying from them. And now over a year later, I am still buying from them. But that person did not buy from them. All she did was she shared, or she took an action. Everything must not be about closing a sale. It's about doing something. Tony, Bonnie, and unlocking. Two of you, your hands are raised. Yes, Tony.
Oh man, this is Tofumi.
Tofumi, Alpha.
I wanted to ask a question.
Okay.
So what happens when you are doing everything right, but you're not getting the right engagement?
You can do every single thing right and you will not get the right engagement. Yes, you can. You have to have times where you reflect on what you're doing. And engagement, you have people like Mr. Beast. Look at Mr. Beast today. He says that he was posting for a while, nobody paid attention to him. He was posting consistently. Mr. Beast is earning 6 figures. I did not say 6-figure ones now, but he was consistent. He knew what he wanted. He understood himself. He understood his audience and he kept at it. Don't give up. Be improving yourself, ensuring that you continue. If I had done this way, I won't have continued DIY branding. I won't have continued anything. I would have given up. Most times we are not consistent. We do it once. Oh, I've already done it one time. I did not understand it. And then you give up. Rome was not built in a day. In order to build a good foundation, you have to be consistent. The first day you made a bar was not the first day you perfected it. What happened? You had to be consistent. You would tell a child that, oh, a child is walking and they fall. They then stop. No, that child will not walk again if they give up. The thing is, be consistent, but have times where you can reflect and measure yourself. Is this working? That's why I've been saying we need to do auditing. Is this working? If it's not working, what can we do about it? So yes, you are trying to attract people, but it's about consistently improving yourself and not being distracted by any other person. So when you have coaches that start telling people, oh, you can buy your Lamborghini and all these things, that doesn't appeal to me. So I will never buy somebody's course like that. But there are some coaches that have sold false hopes to people, and those people regret, oh, I bought this course and it was a waste of my money. I will never buy anything. So that person made a sale, but lost out. So you can have small wins now and suffer bigger losses. Just continue observing what's going on in your industry, which we're going to get into, establishing yourself as the go-to person for this. Many people see me as the go-to person for content already. I don't release courses every week or every month. Yearly, I do something. And I'm not trying to be everywhere, but I'm trying to be relevant in the places I go to. There are some other people that release courses every day and they are thriving. What do you want as a brand? You need to know. If it's not working out, go back to the drawing board. Are you actually doing every single thing that you should be doing? Are you using all the features of the platform? Are you using them consistently? Or you just wake up, I need to post and post randomly. If you're doing that, it's not going to work. There's a method to this madness. The reason we said what the content clarity, audience clarity before you get into content is, when it comes to posting for your brand, you have your products, your price, your promotions, and your places. All these things work together. Your packaging, you now look at the features of your brand. Are my features, does my brand do exactly what I say it should do? What are my clients, the few clients I have saying? Okay, do I confuse people by not knowing my prices? Do I do promotions? Am I doing ads, PR, social media, email marketing, search engine, videos? Am I on stores? Am I going to the right places? Am I doing every single thing I should do? How is the economy at this point in time? Is it naira to dollar rate? You ask yourself questions, but you have to have that time to reflect. So your content map is not just one thing. It helps you to do the following things. Master your message that you have. I am the go-to person when it comes to recruitment. I am the go-to person when it comes to small business startups. I am the go-to person when it comes to this. This is what I do. This is who I do it for. This is how I do it. Master that message very well. Don't be confused. You understand the message clearly. You have what I call brand clarity. You have to be clear about who you are, who you serve, and how you serve them. Before you think about putting the message out there, which I call amplify your message. When you've amplified your message, you've put it on all the platforms. That's where Bolaji talks to us about SEOs. There are many things you have to do. Are you doing all those things? And the answer is no. Many people are doing just 10% and they are not consistent. But you need a map and a blueprint. And part of that map and blueprint, you have to stop and drink water. You have to stop and reflect. If you released a product last year, October 20th, we were having a class and then there was that lekking issue. Nobody could focus again. Just imagine if you bring out a product at that point in time and you're now like, I paid all these influencers and nothing sold. Read the room. There are certain times that certain things will not work. Go back to the drawing board. But if you have done every single thing you should be doing, and you've done all of them well, and you are reflecting, you are auditing, you create time to create, you create time to audit on your calendar. Because now what we're doing as a team is we're having days where I was talking to Bolaji, somebody is going to be in charge of audit, somebody is in charge of designs. We've realized that our designs are not communicating. We are not doing paid ads. We're not doing certain things. Okay, the designs that these people created, there is white space here, there is this here. it's not sending the message to the right person. Nobody knows what to pay attention to. So we've reflected and seen what is not working. What I always say is, do not lie to yourself about what's not working on the business. If you are the problem, then accept that, okay, I need a wake-up call. But you have to have a map, and your map, MAP, is about mastering your message, amplifying your message, and then protecting your message. To protect something, you have to check on it regularly. You don't protect something and say, oh, I've put this message out there, and then that is the end of it. You keep on refining it. Protecting it is ensuring that you protect that recipe, but you refine it to ensure that it is still relevant for the situation that you are in. All right, Tonya and unlocking. Yes, your hand is raised again.
Sorry, I forgot to put it down.
All right, does any other person have any questions? Because I think we will stop here. And then on Friday, we're going to do the audience part. I will tell people to watch the content generation old video since we had to go back and do this today. But does anybody have questions about what we've done today? All right. If there are no questions, I don't want to go too deep into any other thing again, because I think we've done quite a lot. But when we return, we're going to look at content generation, and we're all going to be generating content. Your task for today is simply this. Go back and watch the audience clarity video. Again, Timei will send it out. Understand who you're creating for. Understand, and when I'm saying create, don't think about blog posts. If you teach children how to live an intentional life as Christians, as NKBC, that is who you're creating for. Understand your customer and your clients with NKBC. Your customer is the person that can pay for it, which is the parents, that the ones that will give them data. Your client is the children. So how can you create content for the parents that will help the children and make the parents want to send their children to you? Understand them clearly. Leave no stone unturned. Tomorrow we have Emma. I would have liked to continue. I don't know if Emma is on the call, so we can reach. Okay, tomorrow. No, I'm not available tomorrow. All right. I will let you guys know when we're going to do part 2. I may just record it down all we do, because Timei and I had other plans for today. But Daniel, any questions? If people don't have questions, I will ask questions now. Daniel, when I talked about types, what your content should do, all the types of content you create, what are the 4 things I said your content should do? Anybody can help him out.
Okay, you said the content was engaging. The other was like it was past the message.
Okay, so the content should be engaging. What else?
Must be specific.
It must be specific. Okay.
Must be relevant to the audience. Huh?
Okay, fantastic. It must be engaging, it must be specific, it must be relevant. Those are important. But what does it do to you? We talked about attracting authority, affinity, and action. It makes someone think you should attract somebody, should be engaging and attractive enough to get someone's attention. So you need people's attention. So sometimes people just feel like nobody likes my post. Look at your impressions. You can see how many people the post got in front of. Don't just look at the vanity metrics. Vanity metrics can confuse you. They make you think, nobody is liking me. I don't want to post. Keep on posting. Look at Mr. Beast. Go and look at what Mr. Beast has done for his brand and how he started. 100 views, even PewDiePie, the first few videos he did, nobody was paying attention to them, but they were consistent. You can't post randomly and expect people to take you serious and see you as an authority. You need to sit down and make plans, understand the brand you're representing and the audience, and create for them, not for yourself. Is that okay? All right. Gloria, tell me something you picked from today's session. Just too quiet.
Huh?
What did you gain from today?
Okay. About the audience clarity.
Mm-hmm.
So today I realized that it doesn't have to be about. It's not about you. It's about what the person you're producing the particular product for wants.
Mm-hmm.
It's about your audience, not you. And before you have to define your audience or your dream client. Like the person you want to sell to.
Yeah, you have to clearly define your dream client so that you can create for that person. I'm going to send this dream client one that I did and the persona to Tofumi. Tofumi, please convert it to a Microsoft Word so that everybody can feel it. That's this page. I'm adding you to the document, the one I did for Kiki, so that it's easy for everybody to feel it. So you're representing a brand. Remember, I said, if you're representing a music school, who are the people that come to your music school to learn? That'll be for Kome. Think about the dream people that you want to learn. So Tofumi, please, it shouldn't take you up to an hour to do this document for Microsoft Word. So please convert it to Word and then if you already have access to it, check under your shared files, you will see it there. It's called DIY Branding Content Clarity. Make it in Google Docs or Microsoft Word. Name of client, what does she do, websites, just do it in a straight table. You don't need to do it the way they did it. Where does she belong, blah, blah, blah. Combine these two, any points that is missing from here, add to the other one and create audience clarity. I want everybody to fill that form today. We are going to have a session to recap. I'm not going to recap audience clarity. We're going to go straight into content clarity and content generation. We already have loads of videos on content generation you can watch, so you have a better understanding when you come to the session. My sessions are always different. I'm sure that many of them, I've not seen some things that I have done here, but take a screenshot of this. This is where we are starting next week, Monday. Promotional content, trends, brand values. We've done this before, but we're going to be creating an editorial calendar with this. So please, any questions you have, I will answer. I go social media skill that we have for clients. So when we are doing things for people, do it in 6 stages: clarity, styling, audience, market research, communication research, conversion. We're going to get to conversion at the end of the day. We are now in the audience today, but we're going to go into the communication strategy when we meet next time, which is about how we define who we are, what we are creating, and the specific platforms that we are going to be on. So these are the 2 pages that we will focus on and break things down. But basically, if you're going to take anything for this session, what you're going to be doing at the end of DIY branding is you will have a comprehensive social media communication strategy that helps brand create content, competitions, and so you are starting conversation with that would eventually lead to sales. If there are no questions, my laptop wasn't connected. Okay, if there are no questions, Timei, I'll